Hey, let's take a look at this Mandarin spawn. Now, this is not the original one from the 1990s. This is a modern remake of it. I've already opened it and got excited because I was wanting to play with it. I had the original Mandarin spawn back in the day. I'm about to say, did I? Because I can't find out where I untaped it from. Right here. And I like the background of it. Let me pull it out. I hate to take the thing off. I'm just going to ruin it. It's going to ruin it. All right. This Mandarin spawn is slightly better than the original one in the fact that it hasn't broke yet. Let me put it that way. The original one, something about McFarlane toys from the 90s. They were gorgeous. They were beautiful pieces of art, but that was about it. You better have kept them on the card. Even then, they probably fell apart. I've seen them at some places where they fell apart inside the packaging. Now, this one's got better articulation than mine did. I can already tell, even though I don't have my original to compare. I may have the original. I had a box full of my manga spawn, because they combine into one giant robot kind of thing. And yeah, that's out in storage. I don't think he's one of them, though. I think he broke somewhere in the waist or somewhere on the legs. Maybe his knees or something broke on him back in the day. So let's look at the articulation on him, because he's got loads of articulation. At the elbow, he can swivel, and he can also pretty much bend to 90 degrees. He's got wrist articulation that swivels, and you can change it up. So you can actually change whether it goes sword holding position or, like, in other words, it's a point right here and a point going into his hand. So you just got so many different options there that you normally don't have. The shoulder pads are going to keep him from going too far up, but they seem to have this little feature where they go up as well. And then, of course, they do 360 degrees. He has no need of, but he still has it for some reason, bicep swivel, because right down here, this takes care of it because he's not got double joints in his elbow. These remind me of those Revoltech ratchets or Yama. It's the ones that they put into the very first Transformers movie, 2007. I don't know what they were called. They were the non-transforming, very articulated action figures of the Transformers from the movie. And they had the exact same joints. But they were like ratchety, very ratchety. They got that creepy little mask in the back that's porcelain. It's got a lot of articulation right here. I can't even explain the articulation. That's how amazing it is. Very painfully sharp and little head pieces right here, so be careful with that. The waist or the thighs can go out so far. They're a ball joint, as you can tell. He can, he can go so far up, but not that skirt. Even though it's loose, it's also very stiff at the same time. So if you really force it, you can go up and have him do a 90-degree sit down, I guess. His knees go past 90 degrees, of course, because they are double jointed. His feet, I guess you can call them that. Oh, that's also neat how he's got the middle joint right there in the double joint. The kneecap basically is attached to the mask this time. Back when I was a kid, I think the mask were attached to the bottom part. And it didn't have, it did not have a ball crotch. I remember the original one had like a T crotch on it. I love this figure. It's and it smells good too. It's got that new rubbery smell to it. Try to figure out how his feet have a joint there, but it doesn't go to anything. There's no way you can make his feet. Unless I am mistaken, but his feet don't have any articulation. But yet, why is there a ball joint, or why is there a pin right there? That's just weird. I don't understand it. Somebody comment below if you know any reason why there is a pin right there, but there is clearly no articulation in his hoof or foot or whatever you want to call it. Maybe it's just to hold this on, but I don't see the point of having it like that. I hear a cat trying to get me to come open the door for him. Yeah, overall, though, I mean, you're thinking to yourself, I thought you liked 3 3/4. I definitely do. This is going to be standing in a giant temple, and whenever the G.I. Joe figures are coming into the temple, it's going to wake up and go after them. It's going to be one of those situations where it's an ancient temple guardian, sentinel kind of thing. Yeah, that is beautiful. And it's very nice. It's nice to have a figure that you had back in the 90s, but they've updated it. And I can't even get the whole thing into focus. It's such a nice big figure. It's that Spawn, McFarlane 7-inch scale, I think. But it's okay, because again, it's not like somebody that's human. It's just humanoid. It looks like a human body. Well, let me know if you got this figure, and what do you think? And did you actually have the original one? Did you prefer the original one, maybe? Because I don't know, maybe people did. Oh, I wanted to try this. There's the cat banging on the door. So if you hear a cat banging on the door, it's not my neighbors or anything. It's Tom Tom. Not Tom Tom, sorry, Goldilocks, they look alike. But Goldilocks knows how to bang on the door. There we go. He can actually hold the sword with 2 hands. He's got that long shaft to it. So yeah, or hilt, not shaft. And I hate to do this because that background looks so pretty, but with that there, it's going to be blemished anyway. But that background would make a really nice background. But even, nah, it kind of ruined it. Well, let's see if he does any better standing. I mean, he stands really well with these big old feet he's got. But that's even better. So what did you pretend for yours? Like I said, mine's going to be a temple guardian. The G.I. Joes go into the temple. He comes alive and attacks them, basically, because they're going after a cobra who's going into the temple for notorious reasons.